Baez. It was a case that shocked even police. Dismembered body parts in plastic bins all over an Albuquerque office. But the man behind it will not be punished. News 13's Jeff Todd is live in the Newsplex with details.
Many Albuquerque families were shocked when they learned that their family members' bodies were still in an Albuquerque office park, even though those families had supposedly received their cremated ashes. It seemed cruel, even criminal, but the case behind the business owner has fallen apart. It was a year ago when a Kansas medical disposal company found body parts they shouldn't have been disposing of and traced them back to Albuquerque. This man, Paul Montano, was arrested, and dozens of families faced the hard truth.
I tell you, they were all traumatized by the way that their loved ones were handled. Others thought they were getting their loved ones' ashes, and their bodies were found literally chopped up in pieces.
Montano was charged with felony fraud, but now the investigation has stalled, and police now say they don't think a crime was committed. The district attorney's office says it never got the case.
The law just doesn't address this. I don't think the legislature ever, when they were writing the fraud statute, ever thought we'd be in a situation where we're trying to decide what ultimately should happen with dead bodies that were given away to science.
New Mexico state law says fraud is a crime when there's intent from the start. Investigators believe in this case that didn't happen. Instead, they believe Montano's business floundered and he couldn't pay to dispose of the bodies properly.
It's not likely criminal. Certainly it opens some civil doors, but there's not evidence to support felony criminal acts in this case.
But the civil cases have hit a snag because Montano and his defunct company are both bankrupt. The case could continue, but without assets, the attorney who represents some families says there's no point.
With what we know and what we've learned happened, it seemed to us that a crime was committed somewhere.
Eric Lohman says the civil case is moving forward. The families are seeking damages from funeral homes that had arrangements with BioCare. But the case is in the very early stages and won't go to trial for likely another year. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Now, the city filed a lawsuit against BioCare seeking restitution for the $40,000 it spent to have 40 of the bodies properly cremated.